6'10", a junior forward from Pottstown, Pennsylvania. The Lady Tigers in the road ash gray uniforms. Campbellsville across the chest in maroon numerals, white trim around the letters and numbers. The tiger paw on the shorts, the maroon trim. Campbellsville will go right to left in the first half as I sit about 4 feet from the head coach Ginger High Colvin, and the tap is controlled here by Georgetown College as Cologne wins it back. Campbellsville will match up. Georgetown in the home whites, Georgetown in black across the chest, black numerals, orange trim. They are left to right here. Toller inside has Lamparty spinning right into a double team. Going to fall away and throw up a shot that's good as she falls backwards away from Wilkes and Pettigo and kind of set up a double team early. Lauren Lee brings it ahead for Campbellsville. Nice crowd on hand for the Lady Tigers. Pritchett off the elbow. Now Wilkes up top. Here's Lee. Out to Boyle. Darnell defends. Now Pritchett. The entry has Wilkes. Going to go to work. Cutting down the baseline. Leaves it with Pritchett. Back out to Lee. 7 to shoot. Lauren Lee inside in the lane. Goes up over Smith. Shot no good. Rebound taken in by Darnell, and she wants to run. She'll come long ahead. Lost the handle as Lee flashed out, and steps called as Darnell went to the ground. Kind of slid through almost like a shortstop. Down, left her feet and went down. Kind of kept skidding a bit, and that will lead to a turnover. 2-0 Georgetown leads. We've played over a minute here. Wilkes holds it, leaves it in the corner, short corner. That's Pritchett. Holds it up high over her head. Now Boyle straight away. Bounces at the elbow left side to Lee. Back to Boyle off the wing. Ball deflected and thrown out of play there. I think Smith got a hand on that. 11 on the shot clock here. Nothing easy for the Lady Tigers in this first minute, 15 seconds. Lee out top. Boyle working against Toller. Going to go all the way down. Ball knocked away by Toller. Still being battled for out. Open. Pettigo 3 on the way. That is off the mark. Rebound is taken by Boyle as Wilkes tipped it. Campbellsville will reset here. Driving in is Lee. May have gotten away with the shuffle there. Pritchett jumper. Good for Courtney Swisher. 2 apiece. Back the other way. Toller holds it out front. Campbellsville comes out to defend. Now Cologne bluffs the shot, drives in, has an open lane, throws up a shot with the right hand, no good. Ball taken on the rebound there by Cologne. Stayed with it. Campbellsville couldn't quite control it. Cologne able to grab her own miss and get the stick back. Now they'll come over to trap Lee. She'll sprint ahead, and Smith rides her out of bounds. That's an easy call. Sophie Smith will pick up her first. Heady play by Lee. She saw Cologne chasing her down. She knew that double team was coming, so she sprinted the sideline, and Smith just kind of has too much body and forces her out of play. Boyle holds it straight away. 4-2, Georgetown leads. Now Boyle, left side, Pettigo. Waits for the Wilkes screen. Now she'll drive right at Darnell, who swats it out of bounds with 6 on the shot clock. 7:39 to play in the first quarter. Lee will pitch it in. Not much time to work. Pettigo shovels it to Lee, and she'll try to accelerate. Toller helps out off of Boyle and gets the steal and knocked it away with the left hand. Cologne the other way. Now Smith to Toller. Bluffs the shot. Drives in. Out to Cologne. She'll take a 3. That is off the mark. No good. Long rebound just goes right over the head of Pettigo into the arms of Darnell. Now Toller drives baseline. A floater. In and out. No good. Lamparty's put back. No good. Campbellsville dodges a bullet there. The other way. Lee driving. Going to go up the shot. Off glass. No good. Wilkes the rebound. The stick back for Caitlin Wilkes. We're tied at 4. 3 minutes gone by. I'm going to guess it's maybe a 3-1 advantage in terms of fans here. I don't know, maybe looking behind me. Not a ton of Georgetown folks behind me as their final's over as well. Inside ball deflected by Pettigo, and Darnell able to pick it up. There were 4 Lady Tigers around that. Somehow Madison Darnell able to grab it, goes across the lane. Nice pass there to Cassie Cologne for the lay-in. 6-4. Georgetown back up by 2. Campbellsville sprints ahead. Pritchett out left side. This is Boyle. 3.5 minutes gone by. Wilkes catches on the baseline, faces up. She'll skip it right wing. Pettigo catches quickly and drives in. Shovels it back. Pritchett open, won't shoot it as Darnell flashes out. 8 to shoot. Pedigo driving in. Ball knocked away by Toller. Darnell collects it. Campbellsville's not gotten much going offensively here in the first few minutes. Toller going to drive in right at Wilkes. Goes up the shot. No good. Toller a little out of control there. Long ahead. Pritchett wants Boyle and Hazard. Boyle goes up, avoids Lamparty, and gets 2 points. Nice find ahead there. Long for Courtney Pritchett. Less than 6 minutes to play in the quarter. There's something on the court there. It looks like somebody lost a headband. The official will come over and grab it. Toller into the corner. Cologne. Double team comes. Has Smith. And here we're going to have a foul on Boyle. Too much in the arm of Sophie Smith. That was going to be a turnover, but it may have been in large part due to the contact. So Lamparty's going to check out, and Jalen Lambersite going to enter the lineup for Georgetown. 6-foot senior forward from Nicholasville, Kentucky. Tied at 6. Toller holds it out front. Toller began her career at the University of Kentucky, a standout at Sacred Heart. Driving in here is Smith. Needs some help as she's in a trap. Cologne off the left wing. Has to tap one over to Toller. And now Toller will take the pull-up jumper at the elbow. No good with 2 on the shot clock. Pedigo another rebound for CU. Courtney Pritchett will bring it ahead. Wants to run into the corner. Lee thought about it. Now decks it. Driving baseline. Cut off. Bounces. Wilkes has it. Out to Boyle. Straight away. 3 on the way. That is short. Rebound comes out long to Sophie Smith. Smith out in the middle, working against Lee. Into the corner, Toller. Now bounces. Entry here as Pedigo spills down. Smith won't shoot it. Has Darnell at the elbow. Darnell, one dribble, spins back. This is Smith. Now will let it ride. 3 on the way, good for Sophie Smith, who doesn't score a ton. She averages 2 points a game, but plays almost 25 minutes. She runs this offense, but does not shoot it a whole lot. Lee inside, now out. 9-6, Georgetown by 3 points. Pedigo bounces left side to Boyle. Pedigo once again. 11 to shoot. Pritchett in the high post. Pritchett backs away. The entry to Wilkes. Hazard goes up. Nice job by Courtney Pritchett to find Caitlin Wilkes down on the low block. Lambersite a little tardy, tried to come over the top and knock that away. Once she was late, it was an easy bucket for Wilkes. Inside, Darnell working, spinning. Out to Toller. Walk there, no call. Now left side, Smith deflected. Cologne grabs it. Cologne going to drive baseline across the lane. That is Darnell that's open, and she gets the bucket. 11-8 the score. Georgetown with a 3-point lead here in the Davis Reed Alumni Gymnasium. Here's a ball that's deflected. Toller's going to have a takeaway. Lee was driving, wanted to kick. Here, Pedigo going to try to take the contact, and we're going to have steps called on Toller before the contact was made, and this will bring us to that media stoppage here with 3:40 on the clock. Campbellsville trails by 11. Trails by 3, 11-8 the score. As it will be Tiger basketball when we get back. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
With more than 80 majors and certifications, Campbellsville University offers students an affordable higher education in a Christian setting. Located in the heart of Kentucky, Campbellsville University boasts 8 regional centers across the Commonwealth. Our 13-to-1 student-professor ratio provides a small classroom environment, allowing professors to work closely with the students. To schedule a visit or apply, go online to campbellsville.edu. Come find your calling at Campbellsville University.
Thanks for following Lady Tiger basketball. Now let's get you back to the action on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
(11-8) the score. The Lady Tigers trail Georgetown by 3 points here in the Davis Reed Alumni Gymnasium. As we take a look at the numbers here in the first 6 minutes or so, Campbellsville shooting 36% from the field, 4 of 11. Georgetown 5 of 11 shooting. Really the difference, Georgetown made a three-pointer. The Lady Tigers missed their 2 3-point attempts. So Georgetown 1 of 2. They have 1 extra field goal, and you can chalk it up to that 3-point field goal hit by Sophie Smith. Full court pressure applied here as Campbellsville sends in a couple of changes. Elizabeth Bertram, 5'6" sophomore guard from Glasgow, Kentucky. Also into the lineup is Kayla Luby, 6'2" junior forward from B, Nebraska. Pritchett holds it out front, defended by Cologne. Wants Luby out front, has her. Had to go off the wing, motions the offense. Short corner, that is Pritchett, dribble up and looking for Luby. Ball gets deflected and stolen. Luby was on the leg of Landversite, almost fell into Smith. Darnell nearly has it back tap, and we're going to have an offensive foul. Darnell carried too much momentum as she made her way through and knocked over Lauren Lee. So for Darnell, that will be her first, team second. Darnell wanted, I think, in the corner that was maybe Toller over in that corner. Carried too much momentum, knocked down the Lady Tiger guard. Campbellsville races the other way. Bertram working against Toller. Bounces to Luby. Out. This is Pritchett. Gets the screen. Now going to take the long two. That is no good. Hit the iron and bounced around. I thought it was going to fall through. Toller the rebound. And Toller going to... Toller took exception to the rebound attempt as Bailey was kind of forcing her to work a bit. Toller said something. Bailey turned around and looked at her. I'm not sure what Bailey said. Toller was mouthing. So they're going to get... So they're going to get a technical on Bailey. I'm trying to listen here as coaches. So they're going to have a technical on each club there. And for Toller, her first. Bailey's first. Bailey not the type to say boo at a Jaybird, so I'm not sure here. Inside... back to play here. Stevenson out to Darnell, who's knocked to the ground. Actually, she may have fallen. We're going to have a foul called on Bertram there. 3 on the Lady Tigers as Bertram picks up her second. New player for Georgetown there, I believe, is A.J. Stevenson, 5'10" sophomore guard from Huntland, Tennessee. Campbellsville trailing by 3, almost 2.5 minutes to play here in this first quarter. 11-8 entry pass, too strong. Landversite couldn't handle it. Pritchett picks it up for Campbellsville. The other way, the Lady Tigers come. Bertram driving in, gets the step. Left hand off glass, and one for Bert. Foul will go against Landversite, who was a little frustrated from the activity on the other end. She just couldn't handle the pass, was too strong. She almost fouled Pritchett in the backcourt. And Landversite, you can see she's a bit frustrated here. She gets the contact, and Bert goes to the line to tie this game. And it's going to be, should be 11. .225. We should be tied at 11. They're still working on the score. They counted that basket. Now they get it changed to 11. Sophie Smith inside. Too strong for Darnell, but I think Lee may have touched it last. And how about Kayla Luby? Flicks it in, desperation, and it hit right off the chest of Darnell. I think Lee had hit it last when Darnell couldn't quite handle that pass, went out of bounds, or was heading out of bounds, and Luby recognized that, tried to flick it back in to save it. It hit the chest of Darnell and went out of play. Darnell will check out. There was one more Georgetown Tiger that checked out as Lamparty re-enters, and Lisa Soljamani checks in as well. Here, Lee gets the step right side of the lane, backs away. Bertram open, won't shoot it. Decks it, drives in. Now step back jumper from 15, no good. And ball is rebounded here by Cologne. And Campbellsville sees Georgetown race the other way. Inside Lamparty, backs away, stolen. Tried to zip it back out to Stevenson. Pritchett got a hand on it. Lady Tigers looking for the lead. Pritchett sets the screen. Bertram drives, throws up a shot, no good. Pettigo taps it. And we're still having a battle, and we're going to have, they're going to get Bailey for a foul here. Bailey reached in, tried to tie that up, and that's where that technical comes in large now. Is Bailey with 2 fouls, 4 on the Lady Tigers. Maddie Boyle going to check back in. Tied at 11. For Georgetown, Soljamani running the point, 5'6" senior guard from Burlington, Vermont. Gets the step around Boyle as she flashed out, tried to take that away. Cologne holds it out front. Now back to Soljamani. Inside, cutting. That's Landversite on the in line. Shot no good. Landversite will go to the line as Luby just a split second late on the closeout there. That will be The first on Kayla Luby and the fifth on the Lady Tigers with 90 seconds to play in the period, tied at 11. Lanversite had a big night in the win over Lindsey Wilson College, 70% on the season at the line. Hits the free throw here. Campbellsville, I don't believe, has led yet in this game. Been back and forth, tied a few times. And this free throw good. Lanversite gets both. 13-11. The Lady Tigers trail by 2. Back to the offensive end. Boyle bounces to Lee. Lee on the dribble here. Backs away. High post, it's Luby. Needs some help. She's out of the zone, of the lane, so she has some time. Finds Bertram. Drives in. Bertram shovels one up with the left hand off glass. Beats Stevenson. 13 all. Just over a minute to play in the first quarter. Soljamani comes cross court right in front of us to Cologne. Now Soljamani has it back. Right side, Stevenson can really shoot it. 3 on the way. That is good. You cannot leave A.J. Stevenson. 16-13, less than a minute to play in the period. Boyle will bring it ahead for Campbellsville. Boyle on the dribble. Luby out. This is Pritchett. Going to work off the screen. Luby set it. Now back to Boyle. Boyle wants the entry. Not there. Here's Lee in the crossover. 10 seconds. Inside. Throws one up. Off glass. Good for Lauren Lee. 25 seconds to play in the period. It's a 1-point Georgetown advantage. Shot clock is off. They can hold for 1. Soljamani left side on around into the corner. This is Lanversite. 3 from Stevenson. No good. Rebound taken in by Cologne. Campbellsville. And I don't know if you're going to tee up Toller. Cologne with a big faces up with Boyle. A big Bart. And inside, Boyle finds Luby off glass. Cologne was talking, and she was the one down the floor that let Boyle beat her. So sometimes, the talking gets you into more trouble than anything. Cologne had turned around and just yelled out straight at Maddie Boyle, and I'm surprised that after the Toller and Pedigo double technical that they didn't get Cologne there, but Cologne was so worried about that. She was the one that was late back down the court. Boyle sprinted ahead and found Luby inside for the dump off and the 2 points. Boy, oh boy, we are in for a wild 30 minutes, I believe, here. 18-17, Georgetown by a point. As we head to the second quarter, you're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
The call of today's sportscast has been made possible by CPR Cell Phone Repair. Boasting a selection of pre-owned phones, tablets, and more, CPR is not just an electronics repair shop. CPR Cell Phone Repair on the web at cellphonerepair.com.
A gift from Campbellsville Baptist Church has made this broadcast possible. Sunday school starts at 9:15. Worship service starts at 10:30. On the web at campbellsvillebaptistchurch.com.
This is Ginger High Colvin, head coach of the Lady Tigers. Thanks for following today's coverage of CU basketball on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
18-17, the Lady Tigers trail Georgetown here by 1 point. Matt Payton with you at Davis Reed Alumni Gym. As we get ready to start this second quarter, Campbellsville will have Lee, Boyle, Bertram, Wilkes on the floor, and now they send in Sarah Sutton, the 5'10 junior forward from Scottsville, Kentucky. For Georgetown, you've got Cologne, Lanversite, Soljamani, Stevenson, and that is Callie Jackson checking in, 5'11 sophomore forward from Mayfield, Kentucky. On the offensive end, Campbellsville basketball to begin things. Lee hands it back here to Sutton. Now Bertram. This ball kicked by Lanversite right into the Georgetown bench. And all the way down to Ginger High Colvin here, who sends it back to the official. Lauren Lee to inbound, 20 on the shot clock. Campbellsville gets an extra 3 seconds or so to work with after that kick ball. Lee to Bertram on the wing, far side. Bertram, nice little crossover, needs some help. Has Wilkes. Wilkes back to Sutton, 7 to shoot. Lee again on the drive, inside. Shot may have been blocked. I'm not sure if Soljamani got that or it was another Georgetown Tiger. Soljamani may have gotten away with one as she knocked Lee down. Stevenson on the drive, bounces baseline to Jackson. Short jumper is good for Callie Jackson. 20-17. Campbellsville trails by 3 once again. Lee working right side at Soljamani, and she is fouled. Campbellsville wanted that foul call a moment ago, didn't get it. And this will be Soljamani's first on Georgetown. Lauren Lee goes to the free throw line here for the Lady Tigers. 9:09 to play in the second quarter. Free throw on the way. That is good for Lauren Lee. 21. They put that on the wrong side. Should be 20-18. And the second free throw a little short, so a 2-point game here. Soljamani to Cologne out front, into the corner, Stevenson. She'll drive in over the top of Sutton. Short jumper, good for A.J. Stevenson. So a couple of baseline J's for Georgetown in this second quarter. Lauren Lee brings it ahead. Now they have Sutton back to Lee. 5 seconds to get it across, and Lee will do so with a couple seconds to spare. They want to trap Lee. Cologne kind of waits until she gets halfway up the half court. And they head over to trap. Into the corner, Boyle. They want Wilkes, can't get it to her. Boyle's picked up her dribble, needs some help now. Still looking for Wilkes. Burt flashes. Burt going to drive left side, and she runs into Stevenson, and they're going to say that Bertram shuffles the feet. It'll be Georgetown basketball. Late in the shot clock, Bertram just trying to make something happen there. 4-point Georgetown advantage. The official, one of the officials here, is to lace up the sneaker. Back to play, Soljamani. Near side off the wing, Stevenson dribbles out top. Lambersite wants Stevenson, has her on the dribble, backs away. Lambersite off the left wing, into the middle, Jackson. 2 defenders flash. Now Stevenson open, 3 on the way. That is hard to the right. Soljamani tries to save it, can't do so before it hits the deck, and it will be Lady Tiger basketball with 8:03 to play in the half. 22-18. Full court pressure. And Lauren Lee will sprint ahead. Less than 8 minutes to play in the half. Lee between the circles calls out the offense. She's going to send Burt down the end line. Now Burt circles up the middle, still waiting for it. Lee on the dribble, out to Sutton. Thought about it. Back to Lee. They want Wilkes, can't get it to her. Kicking. This is Bertram. 3 on the way. That is no good. Long for Burt. Sutton able to save it in bounds. They're going to say she was actually on the inline. She jumped up, grabbed it, may have came down with a portion of the shoe on the inline on that far side of the floor. And this will bring a change for the Lady Tigers as Courtney Pritchett will check back in for Campbellsville University. Sarah Sutton exits. 22-18. Georgetown leads it. Soljamani with the basketball. At the elbow, Lambersite. No, that's Cologne. Turnaround jumper, no good. Bertram got a hand on the rebound, but then it is taken in by Pritchett. Pritchett brings it ahead. Going to work against Stevenson, spinning. Now driving is Boyle. She'll take the little floater in the lane. That is good for Maddie Boyle with the right hand. Courtney Pritchett sent it back out to Boyle as the defender turned back to close in. Boyle quickly put it on the floor and went to the rim. Inside, cutting. That is Lambersite. Blocked by Wilkes. Lee the other way. No numbers. She's still on the move. Driving floater for Lee. We're tied. 22 apiece. Campbellsville with the momentum at the moment. Caitlin Wilkes, the big block shot there for the Lady Tigers. Cologne holds it. Now Soljamani again. Out top, Cologne. Ball fake, drives inside, runs into Wilkes. Shot may have been, I'm not sure if she tried to pass that or was blocked, and we're going to have a foul here as Lee closed in on the basketball. They're going to call Cologne on the push, and that'll be the first on Cassie Cologne. That ball, I was straight, somebody was in my way. It was some of the officials. The ball just kind of shot up into the air. I'm not sure if Cologne tried to shoot that over Wilkes and Wilkes blocked it, or they're going to say missed jump shot. The ball never went towards the rim. So not sure. Anyway, back to play here. The Lady Tigers get it after that foul call. That's the most important thing. They can take their first lead of the day with a bucket here. Inside, Wilkes, quick move, off glass. She gets the deuce. Courtney Pritchett, the dime. That has been the bread and butter for this Lady Tiger team this season. Caitlin Wilkes, another bucket. Ball is free. Stevenson on the floor, tried to kick it. Give Stevenson credit. She was trying everything she could to hold on to the possession and got the right foot up, tried to kick the ball back to herself. She was trying to bring it back to her hands, and the official nabs her. Campbellsville with a 2-point lead, 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pettigo back in there for CU. She is on the dribble as Lauren Lee gets the breather. Boyle leaves it with Bertram. Now back out front, Pettigo. Campbellsville the 2-point advantage, looking for more. Pritchett out front has Bertram at the elbow, over the top, looking for Wilkes. Knocked away temporarily there by Lamparty, but Wilkes stays with it. 6 to shoot, back to Wilkes, down inside, going against Lamparty, and a foul called here on Izzy Lamparty as Wilkes made the strong move to the rim. That's the first on Lamparty, third on Georgetown as a team. So Caitlin Wilkes to the free throw line. 2 shots coming for Wilkes. Free throw here is around and out, no good. One more coming the way of Caitlin Wilkes. Second free throw is, in and out, no good. Wilkes misses both. That has been a rarity this season for the Lady Tigers. Aaron Toller back in for Georgetown. Left side, Jordan Rogers into the lineup, 5'10" sophomore guard from Franklin, Ohio. Toller's pass to Lamparty, threaded the needle. What a pass by Toller. Hit Lamparty up high as she was cutting the inline. We're tied again, 24 all. Pettigo into the corner. Back to Pritchett off the elbow. Pritchett on the dribble. Now Bertram gets the screen. She'll continue to circle, and Elizabeth Bertram able to get the step and the left-handed finish off the window. Smith inside, wants Lamparty. Double team comes now out. Open shooters. Rogers can't shoot it. She'll take the elbow jumper now, and that is good for Jordan Rogers. Rogers, the transfer from Charleston Southern. Tied at 26, closing in on 4.5 minutes to play. First half. Pritchett working back to this near side. Now Pettigo going to drive in. Goes up the shot, left hand good. Beats Sophie Smith. Pettigo made up her mind she was going to get to the rim once she stepped back towards the middle of the floor in the painted area and got the lay-in. Darnell out to Toller. Drives baseline. Going to take the pull-up jumper from 16 feet. No good. Pettigo and Lamparty battle for it. Lamparty now swats it back, and Rogers collects it. Driving inside. Pettigo intercepts the pass. Smith wanted Lamparty. Pettigo read it. Intercepted it. Here comes Bertram. Bert, elbow, jumper on the way. That's going to be no good. Rebound taken in. Toller and Smith collide. Pritchett got hit there too, right in the midsection. I think knocked the wind out of her. Bert comes up with the basketball, shovels it. Pritchett, open three on the way. Bang! Courtney Pritchett with the Edward Jones triple. Knocked the wind out of her. She got her hands up on her head. Somewhere on that rebound, Pritchett got hit. She was late trying to get back down the floor. Bertram took it away. Campbellsville by 5. Largest advantage of the day, either club. Toller drives in all the way down. Her right hand lays it up and in. Aaron Toller gets the finish. 3:20 to play. Pettigo long ahead. Boyle has to try to save it. Does, but it's taken by Rogers. Pettigo threw it long. Boyle had turned right when Bailey started to throw it. Rogers misses this shot. Rebound taken in by Toller, and we're going to have a whistle here as Elizabeth Bertram closed in and fouls Aaron Toller. This will bring us to a stoppage as Bert picks up her second. And that's the first on the Lady Tigers in the quarter with 3:08 to play in the half. Is that score right? On the scoreboard, they've got 31-30. The stats show 31-28. We'll double check it. We'll step away. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Citizens Bank and Trust has provided funding to make today's sportscast possible. The CBTKY mobile app can be found in the App Store or Google Play. Citizens Bank and Trust says go Tigers. Member FDIC.
We acknowledge Kellner Contracting for their continued support of Tiger Athletics. Featuring Tempstar heating and cooling products, Kellner Contracting proudly offers free estimates on new systems. On the web at kellnercontracting.com.
Complete coverage of Lady Tiger basketball continues on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
(31-28), the Lady Tigers lead Georgetown here in Georgetown, Kentucky. Matt Payton with you. The first half of this Mid-South Conference doubleheader. The Tigers and Georgetown College coming up in just a bit. As we get set for this final 3 minutes and 8 seconds, Campbellsville will send out Lauren Lee, Bailey Pettigo, Maddie Boyle, Kayla Luby, and Sarah Sutton. For Georgetown, they'll answer with Landversite, Smith, Toller, Rogers, and Darnell. Baseline out of bounds here. Smith to trigger it for Georgetown. Pitches it in short to Landversite. Now spinning against Luby. Throws up a shot. No good. Landversite stays with it. Gets her own miss and put back. And Ginger High Colvin had just told her team the difference is the rebounding, and an offensive rebound and stick back for Georgetown right out of the media timeout. Inside, spinning. Lee goes up the shot straight away. No good. Pettigo the rebound for Campbellsville. They'll get a second chance themselves here. Circling. Pettigo driving left side. Falls down, shot no good. Darnell the rebound. I'm not sure if Bailey was bumped or just lost her footing. Inside now, Landversite, an easy bucket, and Georgetown back up on top by a point. 32-31. Pettigo out front to Sutton. Now Lee. Campbellsville in the half court. Sutton in the corner. Three on the way. That is short, and the rebound taken by Georgetown. Here comes Smith. Boyle flashes out to pick her up. Toller thought about the shot. Drives in, and Darnell is bumped from behind by Sarah Sutton. This will send Madison Darnell to the free throw line here. Pettigo will check out, get those two fouls. 2:07 to play in the half. So Ginger High Colvin put Bailey back in there in that second quarter with the two fouls, and Bailey did a nice job to avoid that third one. That may be it for her here in this first half. Free throw for Darnell is no good, 64% on the season. Georgetown with a 1-point lead. Second shot coming for Darnell. That one is good. Georgetown has Campbellsville doubled up in rebounds, so that's what the head coach was talking about a moment ago. Lee sprints ahead, nearly in the trap, goes long. That is Boyle, who goes across the paint to Luby. Rogers couldn't grab it before it went out of bounds. Nice hustle by Rogers and Georgetown, almost coming away with the turnover. Luby will check out for Campbellsville as Bertram re-enters, so Campbellsville will go a bit smaller here. Lee to trigger it for CU. Has Bertram off the wing. Bertram the crossover, working left side, needs some help. It's Pritchett. Ball fake, step back. They're going to call steps on Courtney Pritchett. And it'll give it back to Georgetown. So the Tigers had that 5-point lead at 31-26. Georgetown has scored 7 straight since that point. 1 minute, 48 seconds to play in the half. Darnell to Toller. Back out front is Toller. Picks up her dribble. Darnell on the wing. Into the corner, Smith. She's open. Another 3-point try. This one's well off the mark. Bertram the rebound for Campbellsville. They can tie it with a bucket. Edward Jones payout will give them the lead. Bertram into the corner. Boyle wide open. 3 on the way. Bang! Maddie Boyle does give the Lady Tigers the advantage with an Edward Jones 3-point field goal. Rogers into the middle. Shovels back. Darnell wants to drive. Smith on the wing. Wants Landversite. Not there. Rogers driving. Left side. Runs into Bertram. And it's an offensive foul on Jordan Rogers. Burt took the contact once again, and Campbellsville will get it back. 1:11 to play in the half. Pritchett pitches it in to Boyle and gets it right back. Pritchett will bring it ahead, working against Darnell. And now she'll give it to Lauren Lee near midcourt. 1 minute to play in the half. Campbellsville by a point. Bertram works. Cut off by Toller. Has Pritchett off the elbow. One dribble. Thought about the shot. Shovels it back to Sutton. Pritchett driving, inside out. Bertram straight away, 7 to shoot, splits some defenders, needs some help. 4 seconds, somebody going to have to let it go. 2 seconds, Lee gets it off, 3 on the way, no good, short, and the rebound taken in by Darnell. And that's going to be an over and back. Darnell got herself into a bit of a pickle there, tried to pitch it back, and an unforced error on Georgetown. couple of defenders flashed at Darnell. She turned, kind of got herself up into the air, and before she knew it, she pitched it back to Smith. Smith and Lee had fallen down in the backcourt on that shot attempt by Lauren Lee. So Lamparty back in for Georgetown. I think they sent, that's Cologne back in, Soljamani back in. Campbellsville sent Wilkes into the lineup. For the Lady Tigers, you've got 4/5 of the starting lineup. Bertram is in for Pedigo at the moment. 3-second, 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. So you're down to about 15 now on the shot clock. There was about 18 at that point on the game clock. Now down to 10 on the shot clock. Boyle to Lee. 5 seconds. Lee on the crossover. Inside. Gets Soljamani in the air. Throws him a shot. No good. Rebound. And we're going to go to the thumbs. That's going to be Campbellsville. No, it's going to be, I'm not sure if they're using that's actually maybe a good thing for Campbellsville. So Georgetown will have to go the full length with 3.4 seconds. The arrow in favor of Georgetown College here. So Campbellsville going to have to be on their toes. They'll go long to Soljamani. Bertram tried to intercept it. Ball is thrown behind the back by Soljamani, and Pritchett will just hold it. That's about as good as you could hope for if you're Georgetown. Soljamani had a player, I think that was Lamparty, across the lane. It was a great idea. Pritchett was trailing, though, and able to intercept the pass, and Coach Jeff Nickel telling Soljamani just hesitation and then the layup, and I think he's probably right in that scenario. If you wait for Wilkes to fly by, Soljamani probably has an easy layup. Instead, Pritchett intercepts it, and we go to the intermission here with Campbellsville holding the 1-point lead, 34-33. The score, 14:50 shows here on the clock because they've started this halftime intermission. So we'll step away, take a 2-minute timeout, come back and look at the numbers. Campbellsville by 1 at the break. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Today's coverage of Tiger Athletics has been made possible by Taylor County Bank. Online banking options and 3 community locations are designed to better serve you. Taylor County Bank, Taylor County's only locally owned bank.
This portion of our Tiger basketball broadcast has been funded by Taylor County Farm Bureau Agency Manager Darren Price. Local agents, local service. Best of luck, Tigers, from Taylor County Farm Bureau Agency Manager Darren Price.
Champions of Character connects communities and the NAIA championships across the United States. All 26-plus NAIA championship student athletes participate in a Teaming Up for Character activity. These activities are geared toward local communities' youth in schools and community centers. They are an integral part of every NAIA championship annually, impacting more than 25,000 individuals. For more information on character-driven collegiate athletics, head to naia.org/character.
Tiger sports fans, tickets for your favorite in-season Tiger teams are on sale now. On the field or in the gymnasium, Campbellsville University gladly welcomes you. As a reminder for your game day visit, the H&W Sports Shop has all the latest CU apparel. Look for the tickets tab at campbellsvilletigers.com and secure your seat today.
The National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics is home to over 65,000 student athletes and 250 colleges and universities. The NAIA hosts over 25 championships across North America. Our 21 conferences give out $600 million in athletic scholarships annually. The NAIA prides itself on character-driven athletics. Learn how you can become a part of the NAIA by visiting naia.org. With more than 80 majors and certifications, Campbellsville University offers students an affordable higher education in a Christian setting. Located in the heart of Kentucky, Campbellsville University boasts 8 regional centers across the Commonwealth. Our 13-to-1 student-professor ratio provides a small classroom environment, allowing professors to work closely with the students. To schedule a visit or apply, go online to campbellsville.edu. Come find your calling at Campbellsville University.
Coverage of Lady Tiger basketball continues on the Keltner Contracting Halftime Report.
Halftime in Georgetown, Kentucky. The Lady Tigers lead by 1 point, 34-33. And they did not bring me a stat sheet here. We lost connection during that timeout as well, so we'll got a whole lot of things to work out here. We'll take a look at some of the numbers off the screen. Campbellsville, the 1-point advantage, 34-33. Lady Tigers, 45% from the field, 15 of 33 shooting, 2 of 7 from deep, 28.6%, and 2 of 5 at the free throw line, just 40% for CU. Georgetown, 14 of 29 from the floor. They are 48.3% overall, 2 of 6 from long range, that's 33%, and 3 of 4 at the charity stripe. One last thing, can you find me a stat sheet? They didn't bring me one. Zach Clements is he's the man with the plan here today, shooting highlights. Hopefully we've got plenty of those to show you later on this evening. As we continue to look here, we'll go to the individual numbers now. Maddie Boyle, 7 points to lead the way for Campbellsville. She and Elizabeth Bertram each with 7 points in the ball game. Boyle made Edward Jones' 3-point basket, 2 rebounds, and an assist. Bertram, 2 assists for the Lady Tigers. Caitlin Wilkes has 6 in the ball game, 3 of 3 shooting. Lauren Lee with 5 points. Lee with 1 assist, a couple of turnovers credited to her at the moment. Courtney Pritchett also has 5, 2 boards, 2 dimes for Swiss, 2 of 3 shooting. She's made an Edward Jones 3 as well. 2 each for Bailey Pettigo and Kayla Luby there in the first half. Sarah Sutton, the only Lady Tiger to see time and fail to score. For Georgetown in the first frame, they got 6 each from Jalen Landversite and Cassie Cologne. Landversite finishing with 3 rebounds. She was 2 of 4 shooting. Cologne had 4 boards to go with her 6 points, 3 of 7 from the field. 5 points for A.J. Stevenson. Izzy Lamparty had 4. Sophie Smith and Madison Darnell with 3 points each. Jordan Rogers had 2. Aaron Toller with 2. And Callie Jackson, 2 points for Georgetown. It was Darnell who had the big half in other ways outside of the scoring. 5 rebounds and 3 assists. A block shot for Darnell. A lot of crooked numbers there in her box score. And again, Lisa Soljamani, the only Georgetown College Tiger to see time and fail to score. Rebounding, Campbellsville with 11, Georgetown with 22. That has certainly paid dividends for Georgetown College. 8 of their 22 rebounds on the offensive end. And it doesn't show second chance points here, so I'll try to track down a stat sheet when we go to our break here and see if I can get you some of the enhanced scoring numbers. But Campbellsville with 5 offensive rebounds there in the first half. Taking a look at some of the other numbers, Campbellsville 7 assists, 7 turnovers, and 5 steals. For Georgetown in the first half, they finished with 9 assists, 10 turnovers, and 4 steals, and that is where we stand. So I'll try to track down some numbers here, get you some of the enhanced scoring numbers, different things on the ties and the lead, different stuff like that. So we'll step away here, take our extended timeout, come back in just a moment, continue our halftime coverage. The Lady Tigers lead it here at the mid-game break by 1 point, 34-33. You're following the Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late-inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school. Plus, all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and the Kentucky High School Athletic Directors Association.
The call of today's sportscast has been made possible by CPR Cell Phone Repair. Boasting a selection of pre-owned phones, tablets, and more, CPR is not just an electronics repair shop. CPR Cell Phone Repair on the web at cellphonerepair.com.
A gift from Campbellsville Baptist Church has made this broadcast possible. Sunday school starts at 9:15. Worship service starts at 10:30. On the web at campbellsvillebaptistchurch.com.
Citizens Bank and Trust has provided funding to make today's sportscast possible. The CVTKY mobile app can be found in the App Store or Google Play. Citizens Bank and Trust says go Tigers. Member FDIC.
We acknowledge Kellner Contracting for their continued support of Tiger Athletics. Featuring Tempstar heating and cooling products, Kellner Contracting proudly offers free estimates on new systems. On the web at kellnercontracting.com.
Pursue a diverse and rewarding career through Campbellsville University's School of Mass Communication. Offering courses in film, journalism, broadcasting, and public relations, CU's Mass Communication program provides a diverse and unique experience for each student. At Campbellsville University's dedicated Mass Communication Center, produce, record, and edit programs for radio and TV. With state-of-the-art technology, equipment, and multiple studios, CU's new facility provides a professional environment for students to grow their knowledge with hands-on experience. In front of or behind the camera, our expanded course options will help you find your calling at Campbellsville University's School of Mass Communication. For more information, contact us at 270-789-5210 or visit us online at campbellsville.edu. Press play on your career with a mass communication degree at Campbellsville University.
Today's coverage of Tiger Athletics has been made possible by Taylor County Bank. Online banking options and 3 community locations are designed to better serve you. Taylor County Bank, Taylor County's only locally owned bank.
This portion of our Tiger basketball broadcast has been funded by Taylor County Farm Bureau Agency Manager Darren Price. Local agents, local service. Best of luck, Tigers, from Taylor County Farm Bureau Agency Manager Darren Price.
Champions of Character connects communities and the NAIA championships across the United States. All 26-plus NAIA championship student athletes participate in a Teaming Up for Character activity. These activities are geared toward local communities' youth in schools and community centers. They are an integral part of every NAIA championship annually, impacting more than 25,000 individuals. For more information on character-driven collegiate athletics, head to naia.org/character.
I'll never forget the day I decided to go out for the football team. Mr. Banks, the JV football coach and my history teacher, asked me to stay after class. I thought I was in trouble. He said, "Hey, Darius, have you thought about going out for football? I think you'd be great." Fact is, I never played football. Fact is, I never had anyone tell me I'd be great at something. So, with no experience at all, I signed up. And a week later, I padded up and was running drills on the field. I never was great, but playing high school sports was one of the greatest experiences of my life. I was accepted by my teammates, and I learned that when someone believes in you, you can believe in yourself.
Encourage a student you know to take part in a high school sport. This message presented by the KHSAA and the Kentucky High School Athletic Directors Association.
Coverage of Lady Tiger basketball continues on the Keltner Contracting Halftime Report.
34-33 your score here at halftime. The Lady Tigers leading Georgetown College. We did track down a stat sheet. I'll give you a couple of things before we'll take one more final break here in a moment, Tori. Taking a look here at some of the enhanced scoring in the paint. Campbellsville with a 6-point edge, 24-18. Points off turnovers, 8-2. Second chance points, 6-4 in favor of Georgetown. So considering the offensive rebounding, I touched on that, Georgetown with 8 offensive rebounds, just 6 points off of those. So Campbellsville has been able to hold tough in terms of that, though they've been out-rebounded on that end of the floor. Bench points 15-9 in favor of Georgetown as well. The score was tied 3 times. The score was tied 8 times. The lead changed hands 3 times. Largest advantage, Campbellsville by 5 points. Georgetown led by 4 points there at one stretch in the first half. We'll step away, Tori. Let's do a 60-second timeout. We'll take a quick 60-second break. We'll come back and maybe try to peek at some of the scores around the Mid-South Conference here as we get set for second half action in just a bit. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
With more than 80 majors and certifications, Campbellsville University offers students an affordable higher education in a Christian setting. Located in the heart of Kentucky, Campbellsville University boasts 8 regional centers across the Commonwealth. Our 13-to-1 student-professor ratio provides a small classroom environment, allowing professors to work closely with the students. To schedule a visit or apply, go online to campbellsville.edu. Come find your calling at Campbellsville University. The National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics is home to over 65,000 student athletes and 250 colleges and universities. The NAIA hosts over 25 championships across North America. Our 21 conferences give out $600 million in athletic scholarships annually. The NAIA prides itself on character-driven athletics. Learn how you can become a part of the NAIA by visiting NAIA.org.
Complete coverage of Lady Tiger basketball continues with the voice of the Tigers, Matt Payton, on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Getting ready to begin second half action here. Matt Payton with you, courtside at Davis Reed Alumni Gymnasium in Georgetown, Kentucky. Campbellsville University leading here by a single digit. Out in Williamsburg, Cumberland's leading Lindsey Wilson College by 2 points. I don't see the live stats clickable there on that one. Thomas More in the third quarter leads Shawnee State by 7. And I think we've got a couple of Central Time games today. Pikeville leading Wilberforce 37-22, and I don't understand why so many of these games are without the live stats link. I can see the score, but they are not clickable to see what's going on. And then you've got Bethel and Cumberland coming up later, Freed-Hardeman and Tennessee Southern. Those games are getting ready to tip off here momentarily. So back to play here. It's going to be Campbellsville University basketball. They will come left to right in the second half. Their Thrivent Financial starting lineup out there. Pettigo and Lee at midcourt. Pitch it in. Boyle, Wilkes, and Pritchett await in the front court for the Lady Tigers. Georgetown sends their starting lineup from this game out there as well. Smith, Darnell, Toller, Lamparty, and Cologne. Inside, Lee bounces to Pritchett to start this second half. Faces up with Cologne. They go to Wilkes inside. She's fouled quickly by Lamparty. And Lamparty must have had that left arm out there a bit. Wilkes got that feed from Pritchett and went straight at Lamparty. That's going to be the first on the Georgetown club in the second half. Lamparty's second. Free throw here by Wilkes is in and out. So Wilkes has had a rough day at the stripe here for Campbellsville. They've left some points on the table. One more for Caitlin Wilkes. This one on the way, and that one is hard in and out. She is just a whisker long on those free throw tosses. Campbellsville comes up empty. Cologne inside. It's Smith at the free throw line. Back out. Toller open. Three on the way for Toller is hard. Rebound taken in here by Lamparty. Back to Toller. Splits defenders but has it knocked away. Pritchett tries to save it, and we've got a scrum here as she and Smith tie it up, and it's going to be Georgetown basketball. 9:32 to play in the third quarter here. Score remains the same coming out of the locker room. 34-33. They'll put 14 on the shot clock as Campbellsville never had possession. Boyle and Lee combined and knocked that away from Toller a moment ago. Smith working against Boyle. Near side, right in front of the Georgetown bench as they go right to left in the second half. Inside, Lamparty out. Cologne bluffs the shot, wants to drive, threads the needle to Lamparty. They're going to wave it off. It's an offensive foul on Izzy Lamparty. And this will be the third on Lamparty. There's going to be some discussion as to whether or not Pritchett was in the circle. It's a big call. It's going to be the third on Lamparty, or it's going to be a bucket and one perhaps. Was it 10 or 11? 10 or 11. Who? Well, she called 10. Well, they put, okay. So they got it on Lamparty. So that'll be 3 on Lamparty. They must have changed it, because the official initially held up 10. Pritchett. Back Back out here, Pettigo. Pritchett again straight away. She'll drive left side of the lane now. 10 to shoot. Pritchett needs some help. Spinning, going to have to get rid of it. Finds Pettigo. Jumper on the way. That is hard. Rebound taken in by Izzy Lamparty, who has those 3 fouls in the stat. They put Darnell on the stats, so we'll see if they go back and correct that. Lamparty has it knocked away. She's on the ground, able to save it out to Toller. Toller needs some help. Feeds it to Darnell. Now on the inline, Lamparty. Back to Darnell in the middle. Out to Smith. 10 to shoot. Darnell straight away. Catches. Going to drive inside. Bounces. Lamparty has it knocked away by Pettigo. And Bailey Pettigo will help Lamparty up off the deck with 5 to shoot. Georgetown will have to go quickly. Smith shovels one into Darnell. Triple team. Pritchett knocked it, but it came off the Lamparty. Somehow Izzy Lamparty found herself with a basket there as there was a triple team. They knocked it free from Darnell, and Lamparty was Johnny on the spot to pick it up, pitch it in. Lee, the crossover, spinning against Smith, out to Boyle. Now on the wing, it's Pritchett. Georgetown by a point. Wilkes working, right-hand shot off glass, no good. Pritchett the rebound. She is blocked by Darnell on the second chance effort. Lamparty the other way, has Toller, goes in, and Toller misses the shot. Cologne climbs up the backside of Lauren Lee a bit and goes to the ground. No foul call. And they're going to say Georgetown keeps it. Not sure what there was a long pause there. Official walked in to look at Pettigo and Cologne. I'm not sure if there was an issue here. Cologne, the follow-away shot, no good. And Lamparty going to be called for an over the back. And that's a tough one on Izzy Lamparty. Let's see what they call here if that's going to be her 4th. And they do say 4 here on PA. So that foul earlier was credited to Lamparty. And she will have to check out with 7:48 to play in the third quarter. Campbellsville trails by a point. Full court pressure here. Lee going to sprint past Smith. The Smith has to back away. Pettigo back out. They want Wilkes down inside. Landversite defending. Now Lee. Boyle open. 3 on the way. That is good. Bang! Maddie Boyle, second Edward Jones 3 of the evening. Afternoon, I suppose. Smith ahead with the basketball. Less than 7.5 minutes to play in the period. Cologne bluffs the shot. Works around Lee. Now Toller out front. She'll try a 3. That is no good for Toller. Pettigo the rebound for the Lady Tigers. Campbellsville by 2. Long ahead. Pettigo finds Pritchett. Step back 3. Going to be off the mark. Pritchett follows her own shot. Tries to tie it up. And we're going to have a foul here called on Campbellsville as Landversite grabbed the rebound and tried to swing it free. Went to the ground. I think that was more of just the outcome than the actual action. That's going to be the first on Pritchett, first on the Lady Tigers here in this second half. 7:07 to play. Third quarter, Campbellsville by 2, 37-35. Smith driving, and ball nearly taken away by Pritchett, but it's missed by Landversite. Rushed it after Pritchett gambled. Lee will push. No numbers. Going to split 2 defenders. Nice defense by Stevenson to block that shot. Landversite has it knocked free by Pritchett. Numbers still in the front court for the Lady Tigers, and 1 as Caitlin Wilkes on the left block gets the finish. Lauren Lee the find, and she'll go to the line. Foul will go against Cassie Cologne, her second, 4 on Georgetown. Campbellsville can extend back to their largest lead of the day here with a free throw toss. Wilkes at the nail. Spin after a couple dribbles. Free throws. Beautiful for Caitlin Wilkes and the Lady Tigers with the 40-35 advantage. Far side, Cologne holds it inside. Landversite, ball fake, going to take the jumper. No good. Missed it. Nice block out by Pritchett. Forces Darnell too far underneath. Long board taken by Lee. Out, left side, Boyle. 3 on the way. No good. In and out. Rebound being battled for. Wilkes on the ground. We got a scrum once again. We'll go to the arrow, and that should be Lady Tiger basketball. We'll have a substitution here as Callie Jackson going to check back in for Landversite. And Coach Jeff Nickel wants a timeout here with 6:21 on the clock here, third quarter. Campbellsville, the 5-point advantage, 40-35. A full timeout. We'll step away. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
The call of today's sportscast has been made possible by CPR Cell Phone Repair. Boasting a selection of pre-owned phones, tablets, and more, CPR is not just an electronics repair shop. CPR Cell Phone Repair on the web at cellphonerepair.com.
A gift from Campbellsville Baptist Church has made this broadcast possible. Sunday school starts at 9:15. Worship service starts at 10:30. On the web at campbellsvillebaptistchurch.com.
Thanks for following Lady Tiger basketball. Now let's get you back to the action on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
6:21 to play, third quarter. The Lady Tigers, the 5-point advantage here at Davis Reed Alumni Gymnasium. Matt Payton with you. Campbellsville University back in action on Thursday as they will take the road trip to Pikeville. At least the men do. The Lady Tigers will be back in action on Tuesday. I completely let that slip my mind. Campbellsville will head to Asbury, Wilmore, Kentucky, and they'll take on Asbury. The Eagles there, 6 p.m. the start time. So Campbellsville had that game with Pikeville pushed back. Pikeville had a road trip they were taking around that time, so they pushed it back on the women's side until the 2nd of February. The Lady Tigers have that game with Asbury sprinkled in Tuesday, and then Shawnee State will come to the Powell Center to close out their pre-Christmas schedule. Actually, no, they added a game with Miami Hamilton, so I'm all out of sorts here. The Lady Tigers schedule is quite different from what the men's and the Mid-South Conference looks like here. Pritchett on the drive, going to go up the scoop shot with the left hand. Good. There for Courtney Pritchett. Largest lead here today is 7 points as it stands. Just over 6 minutes to go. Third quarter, Jackson has it raked away from behind by Pettigo, and it goes out of bounds. So just to clear that up, you got Asbury Tuesday, Shawnee State Saturday, Miami Hamilton on the 22nd before Christmas, and then after the Christmas holiday, the Lady Tigers will go to Florida. Here is Stevenson spinning away, has Cologne. Right wing Smith. Campbellsville by 7. Jackson at the free throw line. Needs some help. Back out to Smith. Driving left side of the lane. Going to take the fall-away jumper. That's good for Sophie Smith. Callie Jackson did a nice job to kind of screen out the Lady Tiger defender. Stevenson gambles. Can't get it. Boyle keeps it away from her. Brings it ahead. And she'll slow it down and leave it with Pettigo. Wants Wilkes. Wilkes back out. Pritchett driving inside. Works around defenders and Wilkes. Shot blocked by Darnell. Darnell has been a real nuisance for the Lady Tigers down low today. 42-37. That is Lee to pitch it in there to Pritchett. Pritchett back to the middle of the floor. Wants Wilkes, has her. Wilkes quickly goes up the left hand. It won't go, but Caitlin Wilkes with a return trip to the free throw line. This foul will go against Callie Jackson, and that's the first on Jackson. 5th on Georgetown, so the Lady Tigers in the bonus. Elizabeth Bertram going to check in here for Maddie Boyle. .42-37 the score. Free throw here for Wilkes is good. For Campbellsville, you've got Lee, Pettigo, Pritchett, and Bertram in the backcourt. Wilkes at the line. Free throw here is good. So Wilkes gets both as she starts to even up that percentage after having a rough start at the line today. 44-37 the score. Back to a 7-point Campbellsville advantage. Darnell bluffs the pass. Now Stevenson. Stevenson, left side to Smith. Gets around Lee. Inside Darnell. One dribble. Going to go up the shot here, and the ball will come off. I think the official was going to count that had it went through. They won't have to worry about that as this foul will go against Bertram, and that's 3 on Bert. Two on the Lady Tigers as a team. Darnell goes to the line here. 64% on the season. Free throw here is good for Madison Darnell. Makes it a 6-point CU advantage. One more would trim it back to 5 for Georgetown. 5:04 to play the period. Second free throw. Good. Used a lot of the rim and gets it to roll through. Lee, the trap coming. Lady Tigers may have to get a timeout. Pritchett holds it, and there's the timeout taken by Ginger High Colvin as Lauren has done a really good job all day long to stay out of that. That time they quickly converge and force Campbellsville into the timeout. So this will be a 30-second timeout for the Lady Tigers. Becomes a media stoppage. 4:58 to play. 4:58 to play in the third quarter. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Citizens Bank and Trust has provided funding to make today's sportscast possible. The CBTKY mobile app can be found in the App Store or Google Play. Citizens Bank and Trust says go Tigers. Member FDIC.
We acknowledge Kellner Contracting for their continued support of Tiger Athletics. Featuring Tempstar heating and cooling products, Kellner Contracting proudly offers free estimates on new systems. On the web at kellnercontracting.com.
This is Ginger High Colvin, head coach of the Lady Tigers. Thanks for following today's coverage of CU basketball on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
44-39, Campbellsville University leading Georgetown here at Davis Reed Alumni Gymnasium. The Lady Tigers have struggled a bit today from the field in the first half. 43, let's see here for Campbellsville, they were 45%. That number went down a bit here in the second half. They have made just 3 of 10 shot attempts. They've been to the free throw line several times, though. They are now 5 of 10 at the stripe. Lee to pitch it in. Malone defends the inbounder, and now Pettigo comes ahead with the basketball for the Lady Tigers. They will set it up here. A half-court set. Right side, Bertram. Inside, backdoor look there. Elizabeth Bertram with an easy pass down low to Lauren Lee, who kisses it in off the window. 46-39. Cologne to Stevenson. Ran off the spot by Pritchett. Now takes the pull-up J. That's rounded out no good. Jackson the rebound, and we're going to go to the arrow here as the official quickly throws up 2 thumbs, and it'll stay with Georgetown. 18 on the shot clock. Smith throws it in here to Darnell, who rolls, stops, step through shot, no good as Wilkes, and we'll go back to the thumbs as Bertram ties up Darnell on the rebound, and it'll be Lady Tiger basketball. Not sure. There was a brief discussion there by the officials. I'm not sure what that was, as Georgetown really going to turn up the pressure of this full court press here. I don't think they've been guarding the inbounder much today. Now Lee goes quickly ahead, a chance at numbers. Lee bounces. That's actually Pritchett, bouncing now back out. Pritchett won't shoot it. Wants Wilkes again. Has her. Wilkes makes the quick move, goes up, blocked by Jackson, stays with it. She's fouled from behind by Smith, and Smith has a gripe. It looked clean from here on the swat, but not sure exactly what they're going to call. They do get Sophie Smith. And so that'll be the second on Smith, 5 on Georgetown as a team. Landversite going to re-enter for Georgetown College. It's a 7-point Campbellsville lead. They can grab their largest of the day with any of these free throws here from Caitlin Wilkes. Wilkes free throw on the way. That is hard. Now Wilkes a bit frustrated with herself here. Wilkes' brother actually played football at Georgetown. Guess that would be a house divided. Kayla Luby going to check in here for Wilkes as she gets the second. It's an 8-point Lady Tiger advantage. Soljamani back in for Georgetown. Landversite re-enters. Jordan Rogers in there. Soljamani being chased by took an extra step. We're going to have a foul called on Bertram. That's 4 on Burt on that closeout. And Maddie Boyle will re-enter for Campbellsville. Burt picking up that 4th foul. 4:01 to play in the period. Cologne pitches it in here to Soljamani. Inside, Darnell out to Rogers. Rogers on a round. They have Landversite back to the basket, kicks. Open shooter is Darnell. 3 on the way. That is short. And Soljamani tries again to save it in bounds. She did that in the first half, just couldn't quite get to the one earlier. And this one will fall out of play as well. CU gets it back. Pritchett wants Lee and has her. Lee going to go quickly. Cologne giving chase. Lee goes far side now to Pettigo. And Georgetown able to match up defensively now as Campbellsville gets into the half-court look. Pritchett going to go ball fake, drive right side off glass. Good. for Swift. 10 points the lead. Lady Tigers with the advantage. Cologne inside. Ball knocked away by Pritchett. We're going to go back to the arrow, I believe, here, and this will be Georgetown basketball. Feels like a handful of those in this half. Cologne going to check out. Like Jeff Nickel asked Cassie Cologne, what in the world are you doing? So he's obviously unhappy with her play at the moment. Campbellsville almost had a takeaway there. Here's Rogers closed in on. Now going to take the elbow jumper. Jordan Rogers shot no good. Landversite's putback is no good, but she is fouled. And Jalen Landversite will go to the free throw line as Bailey Pettigo picks up her third. 4 on Campbellsville as a club. And Landversite on the season at the line, 70%. 2 of 2 on the day. 2 shots coming her way here. And this free throw is good. 49-40 the score. 3:07 to play in the third quarter. One more for Landversite. She gets both. It's an 8-point margin here as Pritchett will bring it ahead. Hands it off to Pettigo, who motions Lee near side, and Pettigo works with the basketball left side. This is Pritchett back to Bailey Pettigo. Luby at the elbow, leaves it, and we're going to have a moving screen called on Luby there as they try a little give and go. And Luby's second. I've got 5 on the Lady Tigers as a team. Either way, that one on the defensive end. The next one will be free throws for Georgetown, should they not be not an offensive foul on the Lady Tigers. 2.5 to play in the quarter. Soljamani working all the way down to 12 to shoot as Boyle pressures. Toller wants to drive, gets around Lee, and throws up a little shot in the lane. No good. Landversite is fouled underneath by Luby as those two get tangled up. And Landversite a bit frustrated. And that should be free throws for Landversite. Going to be 3 on Kayla Luby here, so the plot thickens a bit from the Lady Tigers' perspective thanks to the fouls. Luby will have to check out as Wilkes re-enters for Campbellsville. Landversite back to the free throw line. 49-41 remains our score as the transfer from UT Martin. As free throw tosses here. This free throw is hard off the iron, in front of the iron, and pops off. 2:22 to play in the quarter. And this free throw for Landversite is good, so she's now 5 of 6 from the stripe on the day. Pettigo brings it ahead, comes now long to Lauren Lee. And now a zone defense applied by Georgetown. Pritchett hesitates inside, has Wilkes, goes up. Caitlin Wilkes, the hoop. Courtney Pritchett, the helper. 51-42. 2 minutes to play. Darnell gets past Lee, now has to stop, shovels it back to Rogers. 3 on the way is good for Jordan Rogers. 51-45 to count. 1:50 to play in the third. Boyle on the wing right side. Again, a zone look defensively by Georgetown. Lee splits defenders, hesitates, goes up the shot. Good for Lee. Tried to draw the foul on Landversite. They let him play on. Lauren Lee gets the finish. 53-45. Campbellsville back to work defensively. Toller finds herself open. 3 on the way, off the mark. Rebound taken by Pritchett. Campbellsville to the offensive end. Pritchett out front. Right side, baseline wide open. It's Boyle off glass. Good. She gets the deuce. Pritchett another dime. Back to a 10-point margin. 65 seconds to play, and Darnell will not get an easier bucket in her collegiate career than that one. Campbellsville just failed to match up a bit. Lee working right side. Now it's Pritchett holding it off the wing. Driving in, middle of the floor, in the lane. Gets Darnell in the air, goes with a shot, no good. Gets her own miss. Pritchett goes back up, and this time she's going to draw the foul. This will go against Madison Darnell, I believe, with 45 seconds to play in the quarter. Second on Darnell. And Courtney Pritchett will have 2 shots. And push it back to a 10-point game. 55-47. Free throw here is around and out. No good for Pritchett. Pritchett 95% on the season at the stripe. She does not miss often. They had kind of pitched that back to Pritchett. That sub got to the table late, so it will require a Pritchett make for Callie Jackson, I believe, to check in. Free throw by Pritchett here is no good, misses both. And she just throws both hands in the air like, what in the world? Darnell to Rogers. Now Darnell again. Out. Rogers hit a three a moment ago. Another one. That's no good. Rebound taken in by Soljamani, who finds an easy path to the rim and lays it up. And it's a 6-point game. Shot clock is off with 24 seconds to play in the third quarter. Campbellsville will hold for the final shot here. Lee out top. Pettigo. Boyle is bumped and fouled by Toller, and the Lady Tigers will get a chance at the free throw line here to close out the period. Actually 11 seconds left, so still some time for Georgetown to work. Toller picks up her second. 2 shots coming here for Maddie Boyle. Maddie Nally going to check into the lineup here for Campbellsville. Nally, 6'2", sophomore forward from Louisville, Kentucky. Bailey Pettigo checking out. Boyle hits the free throw. The first free throw, that is. One more coming for Boyle, and that one pops off on Maddie Boyle. 56-49. Soljamani sprints ahead. It's Toller driving in at the elbow, gets around a couple of Lady Tigers, throws up a shot that is good, and that is where the third quarter will come to a close. Erin Toller with an acrobatic finish there for Georgetown. I'm not sure exactly how she got that off between Wilkes and Nally, but she did. And the Lady Tigers will head to the fourth quarter with a 5-point advantage, 56-51. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Tiger sports fans, tickets for your favorite in-season Tiger teams are on sale now. On the field or in the gymnasium, Campbellsville University gladly welcomes you. As a reminder for your game day visit, the H&W Sports Shop has all the latest CU apparel. Look for the tickets tab at campbellsvilletigers.com and secure your seat today.
Complete coverage of Lady Tiger basketball continues on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
10 minutes left to settle this one. Mid-South Conference rivalry matchup between Campbellsville University and Georgetown College. The Lady Tigers with the 5-point advantage, 56-51. Taking a quick look around some other scores today. Cumberland's up 8 on Lindsey Wilson in Williamsburg. Thomas More up 12 at Shawnee State, Portsmouth, Ohio, at the Waller Gymnasium. Pikeville with a 20-point advantage over Wilberforce. And a couple of those late games should be underway. Bethel, 3-point advantage in the first quarter at Cumberland, and Freed Hardeman and UT Southern, a 1-point game there. That game going to the second quarter. Southern with the advantage. Back to play, the Lady Tigers on the offensive end to begin things. Bertram off the wing right side. Campbellsville by 5. They look to add here. Bertram working against Rogers. Circle, stops, bounces inside. Pritchett couldn't handle the pass as Rogers knifed in there. Wilkes was open for a moment, couldn't get it to her. Now Bertram holds it. 15 to shoot, spins back. It's Pritchett again. Pritchett on the drive, working right side of the lane against Rogers. Hesitation, going to go up with a shot off glass. No good. Wilkes the rebound. Put back. Good and one for Kaylin Wilkes. Wilkes stayed with it and gets the reward. That foul, I believe, was on Callie Jackson. Free throw good for Wilkes, and it's back to a 7-point margin, 58-51, about 30 seconds gone by. Toller on the drive, stops as Bertram closes in on her. Now Soljamani backs away from Bertram. Here's Jackson, skips it into the corner. Rogers on the drive, needs some help, bounces. Jackson couldn't handle it, stays with it. Into the corner, right in front of the Georgetown bench. Landversite misses that shot. And here comes Pettigo the other way. That foul was on Jackson. Her second a moment ago. First on Georgetown College, 59-51. Lady Tigers can push back to a double-figure advantage with a bucket. 14 on the shot clock. Bertram works off the Pritchett screen. Going to hand it to Lee. Lee off the Wilkes screen. Soljamani knocked it free. And we're going to have a foul called here on Lauren Lee as she dove in for that basketball and got the legs of Soljamani. Nice hands by the transfer from Franklin Pierce University. 8-point game. Landversite will pitch it in here to Soljamani. Soljamani working off some twin screens out top. Back to Landversite. Rogers at the free throw line. Inside, throws up a shot with the right hand. No good. Wilkes another rebound for Campbellsville. Here comes Pettigo. Wants to run. Pettigo driving left side of the lane. Throws up a shot. No good. Ball batted by Pettigo. Pritchett had the rebound. Rogers knocked it away, and it's going to be Georgetown basketball. Soljamani long ahead. Landversite inside. Throws up a shot. Good off glass. And it's back to a 6-point contest. 59-53. Just over 8 minutes to play in the contest. Campbellsville the advantage and the basketball. Pritchett holds it, waits, circling a couple of Lady Tigers. Now Wilkes straight away. Right side Bertram off the screen. 3 on the way. Oh, around and out, and the rebound to Toller. That circled around and popped off on Bertram. Oh, that's backcourt. Toller with a unforced error. Got across. She was like kind of up in the air jump, crossed midcourt, threw it back, and didn't give Soljamani a chance to clear. Second time today we've seen that. Darnell did that earlier in the ball game, back in the first half. And with 7:47 to play, Campbellsville gets it back. 6 points the margin. Lauren Lee brings it ahead for the Lady Tigers, bounces to Pritchett. Pritchett holds it off the wing right side. Now Wilkes again, straight away. Inside, Pettigo gets the step on Toller, hesitates, shot no good. Going to stay with it. Bailey is knocked to the ground, no call. They're going to say last touch by Georgetown. 59-53 remains the count. Campbellsville with a baseline out of bounds opportunity here. Pritchett will do the honors for CU. Inside, ball is knocked away and out of bounds by Landversite. She wanted Wilkes on the opposite side of the lane. They'll put 14 on the shot clock. .7:29 to go as Lee will now inbound. Campbellsville again is out of bounds set. Short corner is Pettigo. Now wants Wilkes. Wilkes working. Left hand shot won't go. She again will take a trip to the free throw line. This will be Callie Jackson again. 3 on Jackson. And that's the second on Georgetown as a club. Georgetown's played a tough schedule this year as Wilkes misses another free throw. 7-4, the 4 losses, 2 of them coming in conference, 2 of them out of conference. They lost to Indiana Tech to open the year. Indiana Tech ranked 24th to begin the year. Wilkes' second free throw is hard, and looks like Wilkes kind of searching for answers up there at the line. Soljamani, crossover. Right side. Rogers, now Soljamani again. Still a 6-point Campbellsville lead. Toller to cut it in half, and does. She hits a corner 3 right in front of the Georgetown bench, and it's a 59-56 game. Lauren Lee, the basketball for the Lady Tigers. Bounces high post, Pritchett. Now out front is Wilkes and Lee again. Lee is fouled by Soljamani. Tried to get a step inside there. Soljamani reached in and fouls her. This will bring Izzy Lamparty back into the lineup for Callie Jackson. Lamparty with 4 fouls. She's had a rough day in regards to the foul troubles. 6:42 to go. Campbellsville to trigger it in. Lee throws it out to Pettigo here. Pritchett. Now Lee between the circles. 12 to shoot. Bertram goes left side, off the wing, holds it. Wanted Wilkes, not there. Pettigo will try it. She can't get it to her. Pritchett spinning, 2 seconds, steps back, jumper, no good. Rebound, Wilkes. Wilkes going to try to go back up, and she is fouled, and poor Izzy Lamparty has fouled out. And this will be a 2-shot foul. Wilkes will go to the line. Lamparty. So now they got 4. That should be 5 on Lamparty. And now they put 4 up on the scoreboard. I don't know how many fouls Izzy Lamparty has. She's checked out. I think earlier they put a foul on Darnell that was supposed to go against Lamparty. Here is Lee circling, goes inside, shot up off glass. Good for Lauren Lee, and 1. She got the step and the finish working against Soljamani. 61-56 will be the score as Lauren Lee toes the nail. Maddie Boyle back in as Elizabeth Bertram checks out. Lee with the free throw toss on the way. Good for Lauren Lee. 6-point game once again, 62-56. Inside Toller, splits a couple of defenders, throws one up off glass, good. And Georgetown will try to get back and match up. Pettigo bounces to Pritchett, 4-point game. Pritchett called for Lee. Lee tried to cut back door. Rogers able to stay with her. Now Pettigo wants Wilkes. Pritchett at the elbow. Wilkes going to go to work. This shot up, around and out, no good. Pettigo and I believe that's Cologne will tie it up. The arrow will go to Georgetown here. Campbellsville had it to open the quarter. 5 minutes and 36 seconds to play. Coach Jeff Nichol is unhappy. Georgetown will pitch it in here. 5:36 to play. Boyle, Lee, Pettigo, Wilkes, and Pritchett with the basketball for Campbellsville. On the floor for Campbellsville, it's going to be Georgetown basketball is Cologne. I'm too busy watching Jeff Nichol. He's trying to lose his mind and not lose his mind all at the same time. Soljamani, Rogers into the corner. Pettigo got I guess Pettigo got a foot on that. I'm surprised it's not called a kickball if she hit it. Georgetown basketball. Maybe Bailey got the left hand on it. Cologne just pitches it in here. Soljamani out front. The trap comes. Pettigo got a piece of it, but able to get it away to Cologne. Now Soljamani driving in across the lane. Bounces one back to Landversite, and she is fouled by Bailey Pettigo, and that's going to be 4 now on Bailey. 2 on the Lady Tigers in the quarter. (62-58). Landversite's free throw, good. 3-point game. Georgetown just hanging tough. This was a 2-point Campbellsville win in the Mid-South Conference title game last season. And the second free throw for Landversite, good. Just over 5 minutes to play. Lee. Georgetown trailed by as many as 10 here. I don't think Campbellsville had it much larger inside. Pettigo's pass for Wilkes is knocked away. Landversite, the long reach, gets the left arm on it, pokes it free. This brings us to immediate timeout with 5 minutes even showing on the clock. Campbellsville by 2 with the basketball. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
The National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics is home to over 65,000 student athletes and 250 colleges and universities. The NAIA hosts over 25 championships across North America. Our 21 conferences give out $600 million in athletic scholarships annually. The NAIA prides itself on character-driven athletics. Learn how you can become a part of the NAIA by visiting NAIA.org.
Complete coverage of Lady Tiger basketball continues on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
(62-60) your score. The Lady Tigers leading Georgetown by 2 points with 5 minutes even showing on the clock here to be Lady Tiger basketball, as they will have an out-of-bounds opportunity. Underneath, Lauren Lee will do the honors. Lee looking. As Pritchett, baseline jumper for Swiss, no good. Rebound taken in by Cassie Cologne. Campbellsville will get back defensively. Georgetown can tie it up. We have not been tied here in the second half. Rogers looking out front. Boyle defending Suljamani. Cologne works around Pritchett, who closes in now. Out. Rogers can't shoot it. Gets around Lee. Jumper off the elbow. Good. Jordan Rogers has had the hot hand. She has shot Georgetown back into this thing to some degree. Tied at 62. Lee holds the basketball between the circles on the dribble. Suljamani defends. Right side, it's Pettigo. Pettigo off the screen from Pritchett. Hands it to Lee. Lee working inside, and Toller, the help defender, sagged down and took it away. Toller to the front court, goes over the shot, no good. Pritchett offering the defense. Cologne goes down, and they're going to say a foul on the Lady Tigers, as Pettigo may have just fouled out, and she did. So that's going to be 3 on the Lady Tigers. Is they're going to say Cologne, that can't be shooting. She didn't have the basket as a rebound. Okay, so there goes Suljamani down. I thought Cologne went kind of the free throw line. It may just be where she's setting up for the inbounds. Cologne is feeling that. She is still in some pain. Cologne, the intended target on that little lob attempt, it goes long, but Cologne races it down. Cologne backs away. Landverside at the free throw line, working in against Wilkes, who blocked it and took it away. She'll hand it to Lee. 62 all. 3 minutes and 45 seconds to play here. Campbellsville in the bonus. Lee wants Pritchett, has her. Baseline off the block. Now Bertram going to drive in. That back to Wilkes there. 8 to shoot. Pritchett, jab step on the dribble, working against Rogers. Wants Wilkes, has her, goes up off glass. Caitlin Wilkes, another bucket. Courtney Pritchett the bounce. 64-62. 3:15 to play as Suljamani crosses midcourt. Boyle pressures Cologne. On to Rogers. Another jumper for Rogers. That is hard. Rebound Pritchett. And Campbellsville can extend here. 2-point advantage in the ball. Bertram thought about it. Bounces inside. Wilkes going to go to work. No, back out Bertram. Again on the drive. Landversite closes in. Burt picks it up, and now Campbellsville will set it up. Here's Lauren Lee has it. Lee off the wing right side. 2:45 to go. Lee looking for Pritchett. Ball knocked out of bounds by Toller. Tries to save it. It goes out of play. I'm not sure if Toller saved it and it went off Rogers or if it hit the line to begin with. Darnell going to check back in. That is for Georgetown. I missed who checked out. That was Rogers who checked out. Discussion maybe on the shot clock. They're going to say Toller had possession. That's awful generous as far as Campbellsville is concerned. Lee looking here. Has Pritchett open in the corner. No, Toller, they're sagging off. Bertram will come collect it. She reverses course, goes back up off glass, and it's an offensive foul, and Bertram is fouled out. So this will be a little dicey for the Lady Tigers as Sarah Sutton will check in for Campbellsville. 64-62, shooting in there for Campbellsville. Pettigo and Bertram have both had to leave this game. So the bench gets a bit shorter for Campbellsville. 2:35 to go. Back to work. Soljamani the basketball for Georgetown. Toller defended here by Pritchett. Darnell holds it inside. They go to Landversite, working against Wilkes. Back out. Soljamani has to chase it down. Crossover. Inside. Defender there. The help defender is Boyle. It goes to Toller, though. And Toller going to throw up a floater in the lane. No good. Rebound to Lee for Campbellsville. Toller had a good look. Just wouldn't fall for her. Lee calls for Sutton to come the other way. Has Pritchett inside. Wilkes trying to set a screen. Now Pritchett backs away. There's the entry. Wilkes is fouled by Landversite, who swats it out of bounds. And Jalen Landversite picks up her second. Wilkes will have 2 shots. 64-62. Wilkes can add. Lamparty back in. And I'm going to promise you, Lamparty had 5 fouls. I don't know what happened. And I think that Coach Nickel thought she had had fouled out as well when she got that last one, the way they taken her out. Here's the free throw by Wilkes. It's good. 3-point lead. I saw Coach Kearns pointing something out to the officials earlier, and it may have been the foul situation on Lamparty. The official went to the book. And here's the free throw for Wilkes. She gets both. 66-62. Soljamani in the logo at midcourt. Bounces to Darnell. Darnell back to Soljamani. Now inside, it's Lamparty going to work against Wilkes. Shot hard. Darnell flies in for a big rebound. Cologne inside. She'll throw one up. That's no good. Ball still being battled for. It's Lamparty, and another offensive rebound and putback for Georgetown has aided their effort. They have really done a nice job on the glass today, and a 30-second timeout taken by Coach Jeff Nickel with 1:33 to go. Campbellsville, the 2-point lead here. Caitlin Wilkes has tied her career high with, actually she's one off her career high. She has 21 in the ball game to go with 5 rebounds. Double figures for Maddie Boyle and Lauren Lee as well. Boyle with 13 points. Lauren Lee has 12. Pettigo fouled out earlier, 2 points, 7 boards for Bailey today. Elizabeth Bertram also fouling out, 7 points on the rebound for Burt to go with 3 assists. Courtney Pritchett has 9 points, 6 assists, 7 rebounds today. As we return to action for Campbellsville, Lee, Boyle, Sutton, Pritchett, and Wilkes. Lady Tiger basketball here with 1:33 to go. Full court pressure for Georgetown. Pritchett pitches it into Lee. Cologne will hang out and then wait to trap. And Pritchett just stays right with Cologne and forces Georgetown to back away. Nice job there by the Lady Tigers. Lee looking inside, has Pritchett. Pritchett on the dribble, works around Wilkes as Cologne stumbles down. Courtney Pritchett sinks the little jumper in the painted area from 6 feet. Back to a 4-point margin, just over a minute to go. Soljamani the basketball. Cologne may have rolled an ankle a moment ago. She's kind of grimacing here. Inside, Lamparty makes a move on Wilkes. Too strong. Wilkes the rebound. And Georgetown that close to cutting it back to a 1-possession game. Lauren Lee will work against Toller. And now back away. Wilkes and Lamparty beating and banging on one another down low. Lee drives in, and she's blocked out of play. The help defender Darnell came across and swats it. 40.2 on the game clock, 16 on the shot clock. A bucket here by Campbellsville would be huge. It would make it a 6-point game. Boyle catches it, and timeout taken here by Ginger High Colvin and the Lady Tigers with 14 on the shot clock. A 30-second timeout taken by Campbellsville. So this will happen about 10 or 15 feet up the floor before the official said there it will be down lower than the free throw line. So Campbellsville will draw up their best set here with 38.3 seconds remaining in the basketball game. Georgetown's men's club and the Tigers of Campbellsville both eager to get out of the floor and play here. Try to see where which way the possession arrow is. Possession arrow is in the way of Campbellsville here. Same 5 for CU. It's actually a baseline out of bounds. I thought they were going to call, I thought it was going to be a sideline out of bounds, baseline out of bounds here for Campbellsville. And Soljamani swats it right back out of play here as they were trying to pitch that into Boyle. 68-64, Campbellsville by 4 points with 38 seconds to go. Lee looking, going to come long. Boyle catches it like a wide receiver in football, almost threw it out of bounds. Now Boyle's picked up her dribble and looking, it's a turnover. Soljamani, and then Boyle gets it right back. Maddie Boyle to Lee, and they're going to hold it as the shot clock will be off now. So Campbellsville ran 8 seconds or so off. The ball got swatted, and the Lady Tigers got it right back. Boyle made a mess and cleaned it up herself. She smiles at Wilkes. And Maddie Nally will check in. This is a defensive substitution as Nally will check in for Sutton. Lauren Lee at the stripe. 2 would be huge. Gets the first. 1 more coming for Lauren Lee. That foul was on Toller. Her 3rd. Second free throw for Lee is good. Georgetown will take a full timeout and advance the basketball with 21 and a half seconds to play. So they will advance 21 and a half seconds, 70-64 as Lee makes both free throws. We will step away and take a timeout. 70-64, Lady Tigers by 6. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
With more than 80 majors and certifications, Campbellsville University offers students an affordable higher education in a Christian setting. Located in the heart of Kentucky, Campbellsville University boasts 8 regional centers across the Commonwealth. Our 13-to-1 student-professor ratio provides a small classroom environment, allowing professors to work closely with the students. To schedule a visit or apply, go online to campbellsville.edu. Come find your calling at Campbellsville University.
Complete coverage of Lady Tiger basketball continues with the voice of the Tigers, Matt Payton, on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
21.5 seconds remaining in the Davis Reed Alumni Gymnasium in the first half of this Mid-South Conference doubleheader. The Lady Tigers leading Georgetown by 6 points. It'll be Georgetown basketball. They'll have a sideline out of bounds right in front of their own bench. Campbellsville defensively sends Lauren Lee, Maddie Boyle, Courtney Pritchett, Maddie Nally, and Caitlin Wilkes out on the floor. Lady Tigers perhaps a stop away from a win. Georgetown hoping for a bucket and to extend this thing. Toller pitches it in to Soljamani. Soljamani looking for Stevenson, not there. Now Darnell, the ball fake. 14 seconds. Soljamani is Stevenson now. He stays right in the hip pocket. Contested 3 blocked. Wilkes grabs it. The Lady Tigers want a timeout to advance. Campbellsville with 6.5 seconds remaining. Well on their way to picking up the win and looking down. Abby Foyter telling Soljamani, you have to shoot the shot out front. Yes, we wanted Stevenson, but they were going to take her away. They put Maddie Nally, the 6'2" sophomore, on Stevenson, and she tried to get a shot off. Campbellsville blocked it. And the Lady Tigers now just need to inbound and take care of the basketball. I don't expect Georgetown to foul. I think they'll sell out to get a quick steal. They're going to send Sarah Sutton back in to the lineup. Georgetown may try for a quick steal, but I don't know with 6.5 if they'll foul and let Campbellsville extend with free throws. Lady Tigers staring their 9th win in the face here. Just have to take care of it this final 6.5. Campbellsville has one timeout left. Lauren Lee to trigger it in. Lamparty will defend the inbounder. Lee right in front of me and Coach Ginger High calling. They do get it into Pritchett, and they foul Pritchett. So they do try to extend, and one made free throw here by Pritchett is about 2 seconds run off the clock. One by Pritchett will pretty much be the nail in the coffin. So Nally re-enters for Sutton. The foul goes against Darnell. Pritchett at the line. Free throw on the way, off to the left. Pritchett has missed 3 free throws today. I think she had missed 1 all year long. I think she was something like 22 of 23 entering play today. 1 more for Swiss. And that one is good. So Courtney Pritchett gets 1. It's a 7-point game, 71-64. Lady Tigers are going to back up. They'll just make Soljomani pick it up. And now back away. No need to contest. Baseline for Lamparty. Shot on the way is no good. And the Lady Tigers will pick up the win, 71-64. So we'll write all this in. 71-64. Campbellsville, the victory. They're now 9-0 on the year, 7-0 in conference.